We are only under 3 weeks away, and this is going to be our second mock draft of the season. So let's get into it and let's see what we have to offer. Welcome everybody to Top Dog Coverage. It's your boy Dirty with your boy C-Dub. And if you guys have not, please make sure that you guys follow us at Top Dog Coverage on YouTube, X, some people, the real ones, the OGs call it Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, swipe up on Apple, Spotify, hit the 5 stars, leave a comment, topdogcoverage.com. Vote for your favorite team. That way we can see your analysis and your analytics through the fans' eyes. Make sure that you guys email us at topdogcoverage@gmail.com. Let us know what teams you hate. We could talk about that, right, C-Dub? We could do that.
Absolutely.
All right. But today we are here for an even better reason. So mock draft 2.0, that's what we're going to get into. So without further ado, I don't think we have any new news, right, sir?
No news. The only news we have is the friends we brought along to do this mock with us.
That is so true. So without further ado, let's bring in one that is always near and dear to our heart. And you guys have seen him before. But if you haven't before, it's our boy Nico. Nico, how are you feeling? You are from the Top Dog Coverage area. You are well known at this point, and people are still getting to know you just a little bit more. So how are you feeling today, Nico?
Feeling great. It's a good day out. It was sunny out. Just living life.
Okay. So we're ready for our mock draft 2.0. And for people that don't know how this goes, okay, we've had people on the show before. The Wheel of Destiny is back, people, okay? If you don't know about the Wheel of Destiny holds many different destinies of people, and it just takes fate to where it needs to be. So, Nico, without further ado, we are going to spin the wheel for you, bud, all right? And
let's do it.
Yep. So we're going to
bring on the wheel.
Bring on the wheel. Let's do it.
Baltimore.
There we go. Okay. Make sure that everything is good. Make it just a little bit better. Nope. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
There
we go. Okay, cool. I'll make it big there. So we'll do that. And okay. That makes a little bit more sense there. Okay. Nico, you ready?
Ready as I can ever be.
Right.
I'm guessing Broncos.
Broncos? I'm gonna say the Cowboys for them. Oh,
makes sense.
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs, that is where you reside right now, my friend. So
the chefs.
Yeah, there we go. So we will take
first rounders.
Yep, they do. We will take the Kansas City Chiefs off the board there. Okay, so that can no longer be picked here. So, but we will move right down the line. Okay, let's. I'm going to bring it right back here, and we will go to a friend who has been part of the show before, and we're going to get right to it. Flint Given, you've been on the show a couple times, my friend. I think you understand how the Wheel of Destiny goes, but if you want to tell the fans a little bit about yourself, your team, and we'll get right into it.
Yeah, I'm Flint Given from New Jersey, former NFL Films employee. You can follow me at Flint Given on pretty much any platform. And I'm a big Packers fan and Aaron Rodgers fan.
Go Pack Go.
Yep.
There you go. I just wanted to help
Rod,
you out
baby.
there. Yeah. All right, Flint, are you ready to see what the Wheel of Destiny brings to you?
Always ready. Yep.
Always ready. I like the confidence, my friend. I like the confidence. All right, so let's make it happen, Captain.
I'm going Titans.
Titans. You know, I'm gonna stick inside his division because it always happens.
No way.
No
way.
There it is. There it is.
Yes.
I'm telling you, he can't get out of that division.
Yeah, I think I've had every team in that division. Oh, Lions.
Yeah. All right. Green Bay Packers. Wow. I don't think you're going to forget that one.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive, my friend. All right. Let's bring it back. Okay, so let's bring another person that we've had on. He a very well football analytics person as well too. So not only does he know the game, he knows the game within numbers as well. So we're gonna bring on Kenneth Pruitt. Kenneth, how you feeling, bud? How are you? And how have you been?
Good to be back with my guys, Top Dog. Love it, man. It is draft season, so excited for another great draft. Teams getting ready to hopefully chase that Lombardi trophy. So we're going to find out here in less than 3 weeks who is really ready to make that jump.
I like it. Where can people find you, your podcast, and before we give you your next fate here, so let people follow you before you take a new path in life.
Sounds good. You can follow us at Crunch Time VIP website, crunchtimesportsadvantage.com. Guys, we're loading up for a great college football and NFL season in 2026. Can't wait for it.
All right, let's do that. So, Kenneth, I just have one question for you, man. Are you ready for the Wheel of Destiny?
Always ready for the Wheel of Destiny.
Wheel of Destiny. Never look. Sometimes it breaks hearts, but it never lies. That's one thing. Okay?
Never.
Yeah. So we'll but there we go. Everybody's down at the bottom there, and we will spin the Wheel of Destiny. Let's see where we're at.
Texans.
I'm going Atlanta Falcons.
Chargers. Oh no.
Oh,
The Bears.
the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears. Guys, remember your teams because I need to put it
Tri-town.
inside the system here.
I got it written down too. So
All right,
you guys
cool. I
forget, got
appreciate you. And with that being said, we actually have a brand new person on the show, which is always fun. We have met him at the NFL Combine, had a great meeting with him, and without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Collin King from Film Don't Lie podcast. Collin, how you feeling, bud?
Feeling great. I'm happy to be on. Thank you guys at Top Dog Coverage for letting me on. I'm really excited for this.
Where can people find you and find the podcast? I think C-Dub has been on maybe an episode yet. Not sure if you aired it yet or anything like that, but big fans of the podcast. I like what I saw. C-Dub said that he had an amazing time on there. Where can people find you and your podcast?
Yeah, so it'll be a Film Don't Lie podcast on YouTube and Instagram, and then X and TikTok. It'll be Film Don't Lie Pod. And yeah, Christian, that one, or C-Dub, that one's getting posted. I think tomorrow, if not Wednesday.
Ooh.
So that'll be pretty fun. It's a nice here mock draft Monday. Get this out, and then can also post that. So it'll be nice.
Nice. Well, Collin, I don't know if you've been on this kind of podcast before. I know I'm sure you have a lot of friends. You look like a healthy, cool young man, but I mean, hey, you're with a generation of many different generations here. So I'm not sure if you've been down this kind
bunch
of
of jabronis here.
Yeah, pretty much. If you want to label it, it's the capital.
Boomers, if you will. No, I'm kidding.
Some are unk statuses, as y'all would say. Okay, so But are you ready for the Wheel of Destiny? Have you ever flirted with the Wheel of Destiny here, Collin?
I have not. This is the first time, but I'm pretty ready, pretty confident.
Okay, we're gonna pop some
Hoping
cherries
I get the
today.
Cowboys,
Sounds
to
like.
be
Yeah,
honest.
be gentle. Be gentle.
Yeah, don't worry, not gonna hurt anybody. All right, let's get it up on the screen. Everybody down low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. We all fit down the bottom. Cool. All right. Let's do it.
I'm gonna go Dallas.
Dallas. Okay.
That's what I want.
Okay, he wants Dallas. I think you know what?
Cowboys.
I'm saying you're gonna get the Tennessee Titans. That's what I'm going with. All right.
Okay.
All right. He almost got
All
the
right, well,
Bills.
Rams.
Kenneth is still on.
There you go.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
All right.
I think he already knows what I'm going to take, and he's going to
okay.
love it.
C-Dub.
Big Taylor Green fans here in the house.
C-Dub.
Yep.
Yeah, you're always ready for the Wheel of Destiny. I know you are. So, no question.
We're not new. We're not.
You know
new to
what?
this.
I'm going to bless you with this one. I'm going to put a little bit of. Okay, and that makes you get the Jets. So.
Did you just curse me?
Great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, great. All right.
No. Oh,
Yeah, you definitely did.
oh, he's
Oh,
getting
never
his
mind.
boyfriend.
No.
There you
Great.
go. He got his boy. He got his boys. All right.
The Bucks.
Yep. And I will do a little. Okay, sir. The resurrection has just happened. Easter has passed, so we will see what happens here.
Definitely Jaguars.
The Jets. Oh, we got an NFC North show tonight.
Wow.
Yeah. We got no one's missing out is the Lions.
Yep. That's it. Detroit
All right.
Lions. So, okay. With that being said,
Let's have some
Would you
fun.
like me to
What-
go through the order again?
yeah, I'm gonna set everything up right now, and we are going to run through this real quick. Okay, so we're gonna do a 2-rounder. In case people are wondering what we are gonna do, I will do it very slow. We could do some trades. Trades are involved, so we will do this at a slow pace. Shoot me off with some names over there, C-Dub.
Nico has the Chiefs.
Chiefs, hold on. Chiefs, okay.
Flint has the Packers.
Packers,
Kenneth has Chicago.
Chicago,
Collin has the Rams.
Rams,
Dub has the Bucks.
Bucks.
And Dirty has the Vikings.
All right. Gentlemen, are we ready?
Let's have
Do
some
it.
fun.
I
All
think
right,
so.
Let me share the screen real quick for you guys. All right. Make sure that we are on the same page as well. And I'm going to put everybody down at the bottom here. And
It's dark. I can't see.
I know. I'm testing out.
Ah.
some stuff. There we
Oh.
go.
Oh,
Everybody
shoot.
happy? Everybody's good. All right. Everybody's.
Yeah.
I get to see everybody's. All right.
That was
Let's rock
scary.
and roll.
Okay. Let me just see. Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
wow. Ah.
I'm just making sure. Nope. Okay. I was just seeing if possibly there was a way, but we're all good. All right. So
There's no way.
there's no way. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will start the 2026 2.0 Top Dog Coverage NFL Draft, NFL mock draft. All right. So we're going to enter in here, and right off the bat, Fernando Mendoza, number 1. All right.
It's a big
As
shock.
could be expected. All right.
Ooh, Giants.
All right.
Cardinal Tate.
I will go through some of this real quick before we go. All right. Number 1, Raiders. What is going on here?
You gotta scroll down just a hair, dude.
Yeah, but it kind of
There you go.
it freaked out on me.
Oh, now we gotta start over. It's skipping picks.
Yes, it is.
Can you hit the little restart?
Yep, I'm about to.
Technical difficulties.
That's okay. All right. I don't know why I did that, but okay. Hold on 1 second. Boom, 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 boom. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's good.
It's a lot of NFC teams.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Just gonna let it do what it's got to do, and we'll let it rock and roll. We're gonna start this right now, and I'll go through as soon as it gets to a certain spot. I'll read down the line exactly who's getting what, and then we'll let whomever get the pick that they are on. So
Perfectly not confusing.
Kansas City Chiefs. That is whom?
Nico.
Nico.
Yep.
All right. So, Nico, starting off here, we got the Raiders with Fernando Mendoza at 1. Arvell Reese going to the Jets at 2. Ruben Bain going to the Arizona Cardinals at 3. Caleb Downs, Ohio safety at 4 to the Titans. Carnell Tate at the New York Giants at 5. Caleb Lomu, offensive tackle from Utah at 6. Jordan Tyson, wide receiver from Arizona State, to the Commanders. David Bailey, edge out of Texas Tech at the Saints. And number 9, Kansas City Chiefs. You are on the clock, my friend. Would you like to take a look at some trade offers?
No, I think I'm ready to push it through.
Yeah. Okay. What are you looking at, sir?
Well, I'm looking at Travis Kelce getting a little older, looking at the position Patrick Mahomes loves to target. I'm going to go with one of the most athletic successors, Kenyon Sadiq, tight end out of Oregon.
Okay.
Give him another weapon at tight end and someone to learn behind Travis Kelce for a year or so, and pair that athleticism with the ball knowledge and IQ, and hopefully get something special out of this kid.
Okay, 6'3", 245, and he's coming up to replace Travis Kelce. So that's what it's looking like. Wow. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna take Kenyon Sadiq. All right.
Kenneth can't believe it.
No, he can't.
Wow.
We gotta go crazy. We gotta go crazy.
Gotta go crazy. But with
I know Spags would be going crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Sonny Styles goes to the Bengals at 10. Jermod McCoy, cornerback from Tennessee, to the Miami Dolphins at 11. And at 12, Monroe Freeling, the offensive tackle from Georgia. 13, the Los Angeles Rams. Who's on the clock?
That's me.
Collin.
Oh man, you want to see some trade offers, or you know who you want?
Do you mind scrolling up just a little bit here? You could think about a trade here, honestly.
Okay, so I'll pull up some. So you got a couple on the board.
1951, I'll hard pass that.
Okay.
You know the player that everybody wants. You know the player everybody wants.
I actually will pass on this. I don't want to trade here.
Okay. I'll hide them. I won't reject them.
I'm down to two different players here, I think. Actually, there's also a wide receiver I'd be considering, but I'm kind of looking at. So, if I remember correctly, the backfield has Corum.
Kyron Williams.
Yeah, Kyron Williams, and then I think that kind of eliminates you for Jeremiah Love here. But it's obviously a thought considering he's fallen this far. I like Maui Noah, and I like him. Honestly, I like him a little bit more than Spencer Fano for this team, or Fano. And then I'm thinking Makai Lemon, but I think I'm going to go with Francis Maui Noah out of Miami. You just continue to build up. Obviously, you build your secondary. You made that trade for Trent McDuffie. You can go ahead and add yourself another big mauler in the run and pass game. Maui Noah is a guy that obviously was a 5-star prospect coming out of high school. He's always been very heralded, and he's always had these bright lights on him, but he's always exceeded that. And he was immediately a very, very good player from day one at Miami. So I think that's who I'm going to end up going with. I don't know. I guess I would kind of want to hear your thoughts, because Kenneth was making it sound like there was somebody I should have gone after.
Kenneth, if it was the Los Angeles Rams, who were you looking at?
I am looking for game changers, and there's one game changer on the board. Jeremiah Love makes that offense a cheat code. With Puka, with Devontae Adams, you're running against a light box. Kyron Williams is okay. Blake Corum is replaceable. Now you give me a running back that can go hit the home run. It would be hard. It would be hard to see him on the board and not take him.
That's fair.
But no, that's a great pick. That's a great pick, because if you're looking at protecting Stafford, because that offensive line did get nicked up, so protecting Stafford is the key for the Rams getting back to hopefully another Super Bowl. If you're a Rams fan, I would not criticize the pick whatsoever, but I'm staring at a true blue chip player in a draft that does not have blue chip players.
I'll go ahead and say this. And the one with C-Dub that's coming out soon, we kind of made the mistake of letting Jeremiah Love fall a bit as well. So maybe it's just me not I love as a prospect. But I don't know where I place like the value in terms of, obviously we talked about this as well with positional value for different players. Obviously running backs are the most replaceable position, quote unquote, right? But if you can get a home run guy, that would obviously be great. I just, like, to your point, I do think that building up that offensive line for Stafford and then for whoever's next after Stafford is probably going to end up paying more dividends in the end. That's why I went with that.
No, great
fair.
pick.
That's more than fair.
Great pick.
So we'll go after Francis, and we'll continue on.
Let's see how quick Love comes off the board.
There we go. So
Trade.
the trade came up. The Ravens traded with the Cowboys, and I'm going to hide this real quick. And they went up and grabbed Mansour Delane, CB out of LSU. Not a bad trade up actually, but
not at all.
I wonder if
Especially
I wonder
with
if we
McCoy
get
off
to
the
the details there.
but we will see. Let me see if it does say no.
Or I wonder if you had to click on that little...
Yeah.
Okay.
So received the Dallas's second.
Huh.
Okay, so they moved up 6 spots.
Dallas
I
next
mean,
year second.
I think I could
Next year
definitely...
second.
Yeah, I think I could definitely talk on them just because that's my team. That secondary is awful. Just to put it nicely, you know, they added some guys in the safety room. And, you know, they have tried to make it a little bit better. You've still got Deron Bland, who is in between a true outside and a slot corner, which I think he really should be a slot. I think that's where he's best suited at. But I think they really need a dog outside again, and they don't have that. You know, they tried to bring in like guys like Kyer Earlum, and they've tried to bring in guys like Noah Igbenogany in the past, and those are guys who we already knew were bust. So that's just the typical Jerry Jones thing. He did the same thing with linebacker last year. Obviously, you had Kenneth Murray Jr., Maris Leafau was on the field. So it's guys like that lose your team games, unfortunately, and that's exactly what Jerry Jones is kind of stuck to. So it is nice to see this very unrealistic AI move up and make a smart move.
There you go. All right.
That's a heavy price tag, though. Wow, that's a heavy price tag.
But with that, we also have the Tampa Bay Bucks on the clock, and that would be C-Dub. C-Dub, I'm going to show you some trade offers.
Cool. Show them. We're not doing division trades. We hate everybody.
Okay, fair enough.
Especially in the South.
There you go.
I don't know. It's a lot of value, but I mean, you got some studs on the board here, so I'm going to have to respectfully decline Vrabel.
Yes, sir.
Look, Jeremiah Love's sitting there right now. I know we have Bucky Irving. It's extremely infantilizing because you can take a lot of pressure off Baker, lean on that run game, allow your defense to work. But at the same time, we need edge, we need linebacker help. But my God, you have one of the best talents in this draft just staring at me in the face. It's like a thirst trap.
Would you do
right?
it? Would you do
It's you know, do I just go home to my wife or do I fall for the thirst trap? Right? This is tough.
I love it.
You know, and you know,
be bold. Be bold.
Every case, I'm going home. I'm going home. But with the Bucks, I gotta take Love. I gotta follow my heart, and we're taking Love. I gotta take some and let's elevate this offense.
There it is. He's fallen. He's gonna be there, so he's taking it.
The that sound you heard was the Minnesota Vikings just absolutely crying right now.
Yeah, yeah. So from there, you got Jeremiah Love going to the Bucks. The Jets picking up. I can never say Vega. Ione,
Vega.
I think.
Yeah, I can never say it.
Vega Ione. Yeah.
Ione.
Oh,
yeah.
That would be a great pick for the Jets. That would be a great pick.
And then you have 17. The Lions picking up Keldrick Falk. Now the Vikings here sitting at 18. They need a lot of help. There are some really good players that are sitting on the board right now. So take a look at some picks. Right? Nope. And they're going to take a look at some stuff. You don't want to come down too far here. You can move back, but you're going to lose some.
If you're the Vikings, you need picks because they don't have a lot of picks for some of the moves they've made the last couple of years. So
no, they
don't have a lot of picks in this draft.
Nope. So what I will say is this: I feel like they could probably get somebody really good as a playmaker at this point. On the other hand, to build, I will say I'll move down to 27 and I'll pick up 58. Just to get a little bit better. So we'll trade back down. San Francisco comes up, gets Makai Lemon. What wide receiver at USC. Dylan Thieneman, the safety out of Oregon, goes to Carolina. Spencer Fano, offensive tackle.
Oh, this
from
is
Utah.
falling just the way I want it.
And then you have Concepcion,
Just the way I want it.
wide receiver.
All of my guys are on the board. All of them on the board.
And then you have, we're going to hold on 1 second. We'll go up. Spencer Fano, offensive tackle from Utah, goes to the Ravens 20. Casey Concepcion, wide receiver, Texas A&M, goes to the Steelers. Caden Proctor, offensive tackle from Alabama, goes to the Chargers. Akeem Mesidor, edge from Miami, goes to the Eagles. And Avion Terrell, the cornerback from Clemson, goes to the Browns. 25, Chicago, you are up.
Oh, we got some offers.
There you go.
Ooh, New England. Let's think about who would New England be coming up for. Looking at the board, they would be looking at a defensive tackle. After watching their performance in the Super Bowl, they could not get pressure on Sam Darnold at all, but we don't like the Patriots, so we're not going to make that one. Any other offers? Falcons. Yep. That's too far to go down. That's almost a 4 round of picks to go down. Jacksonville, same deal. Too far to go down. So we're gonna stick and pick.
Okay.
Gentlemen, the Chicago Bears, whenever this team has been good throughout their history, it has been defensive driven. I think the 85 Bears were actually somewhat decent at playing defense. That team with Brian Urlacher, Lance Briggs, pretty good at defense. Peanut Tillman. We got to get back to being monsters of the Midway. So let's take a look at defensive players on the board here, especially at that defensive line and maybe even defensive backfield. I got a safety that I absolutely love. We've seen 2 of them come off the board. Emmanuel McNeil Warren out of Toledo, excellent safety, our number 3 safety on the board. But we got to look at that defensive line. So let's see who's available. Cade McDonald, Ohio State. He is a one technique. He's not going to give me anything on the pass rush. Peter Woods, we're going to have to do a deep dive as far as what happened with that Clemson defense this year. That would be a question I'd be asked. Kristen Miller gives me a little juice in the pass rush. Let's see if Dirty, can you scroll up? Let's see if my other defensive tackle's already off the board here. Let's go up on the pick side. I think he may have already been off the board.
So that's the highest I go.
Picks. On the draft.
Okay,
picks,
so he's
Not
off
the
the board.
prospects.
Okay,
Oh. Okay, sorry. Hold on. Let me.
yeah, let's take a look at the.
Just on the left side, can you scroll up on the
there we
draft
go.
picks?
Draft
Not my
results.
picks. Yeah, just scroll up. There you go.
Yeah, let's see. Wait a minute, he should still be on the board then. Okay, let's go ahead and get a impact. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and get an impact player. Let's see what's available at defensive tackle. Just click on edge. I'm sorry, edge. Let's see. Oh yeah, my edge would be there. Let's go ahead and grab that safety. We've already seen 2 of the best safeties go off the board. We're heading to Toledo, getting the 3rd best safety. He's got a 1st round grade. It's the right spot for him. Emmanuel McNeil Warren is heading to Chicago to play safety.
All right, 6'2", 182. Looking pretty good. And we will put him right in the draft here. All right, going to Chicago Bears, pick 25. Awesome. 26, Peter Woods, defensive tackle from Clemson, is going to the Bills.
Hello.
And we have Minnesota back on. So the Jets are willing to go back, give up a second, and go to 33. This is where, or the Saints, 42-73 and a second for next year. Or 62 is way far back. I don't want to go too far back here. I do see some people on here. I'm going to hold it. I'm not opposed to the Jets giving up what it is. But if I'm looking at it, let's go back to all. they need some defensive help badly, and I think next year is not really going to help. They need it right now. So let me just make sure. Yeah, it's not that 33 is not really going to help unless you have another pick this year. So it wouldn't make sense. And with that, I think that they're going to go defensive tackle.
Dirty, before you say that, let's take a look at the Vikings.
Yeah.
You have a failure at the quarterback position in J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah.
You got Kyler Murray on a 1-year cheap deal. They're going to need assets in next year's draft, what we're dubbing the 83 quarterback draft.
Right.
Having that second rounder will give you some more ammunition to move up if you're the Vikings. I wouldn't mind having some ammunition in that draft to potentially move up.
It's a possibility.
Because projections are the Vikings probably going to finish last in the division.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. I'll say that. So we'll go. I'm looking at this.
It'd be worth a thought. It'd be worth a thought.
No. You got a thought. I'm not thinking QB. I'm thinking of fixing the defense at the moment. So if that's the case, and we're looking for next year's, then I might as well get 2 picks out of it, 1 for this year and next year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll move down to 42 and pick up a second next year and 1 this year. I'll take it from
still
the same
a net of one draft pick extra, right?
Yeah,
because you're losing 2 and you're gaining 3.
yeah, but I'm moving up a couple. So regardless, but I will take the Saints on this one rather than the Jets because there's still depth on some of these guys that are talented in this draft. So I'm gonna go Saints. I'll pick up, and your Saints come in and take wide receiver Omar Cooper Jr. at 27.
Love it.
And then you have Chase Bisontis, the offensive guard from Texas A&M, and the Chiefs. Nico, you're back on the clock.
Back on the board.
Yes, we're back, and I think we're going to
Spags
go.
does not like you right now.
I think we're going to go pass rusher here. I see TJ Parker still available. We don't know what happened with the Clemson defense this year, but an exciting piece. Last year, you would look at top first round pick for sure. Top end of the draft. So I'm going to take TJ Parker here at pick 29.
All
Sure
right.
up the defense this time.
TJ Parker, edge from Clemson, going to Kansas City. All right. Yeah, Blake Miller, offensive tackle from Clemson, going to the Dolphins. CJ Allen, linebacker from Georgia, going to the Patriots. And D'Angelo Pons, the cornerback from Indiana, going at the end of round 1 to the Seahawks.
Wow,
and
Pons,
the Jets.
first round pick.
The Jets trade starting round 2 to the Texans. The Texans come up and get Kristen Miller, defensive tackle from Georgia, while 34 Max and Henniker, sorry. Arizona State goes to Arizona. The Ravens at 35 pick up defensive tackle from Ohio State, Caden McDonald. Denzel Boston goes to the Raiders from wide receiver from Washington at 36. 37 is the Giants picking up edge from Texas A&M, Cassius Howell, and Ty Simpson going to the Arizona Cardinals as they trade with the Jets here. They traded
Kenneth,
again.
thoughts?
I think they need this. I don't think the Jets are looking for a quarterback in this draft. So I think they're looking next year. I think they've with all the assets that they have, I right there, they're getting Arizona second. They're getting
sweetheart for trade.
And they're getting pick 143 in this and pick 65 in this. And they also got 106 from so they're getting a lot of assets in this draft where they can build in depth. But with that, they get Ty Simpson. The Browns get Chris Bell from Louisville at 39. The Kansas City Chiefs are back on the board. Nico.
Dang, I really want Colton Hood here, but I do like the value from Jacksonville. I just don't know if he's going to be available at that 56. So I think I'm going to take Colton Hood and just help that secondary help after trading away Trent McDuffie. You're looking to solidify and help the defense get the ball back for Patrick Mahomes. So I'm going to pick corner here.
All right.
Or Justin
Crap.
Fields.
There you go. Colton Hood going at 40 to the Chiefs. Chris Johnson, the cornerback from San Diego State, going to the Bengals at 41 and 42. The Minnesota Vikings are on at pick 63. They get pick 47 from the Colts, possibly. But I think right here is a good place to be. And I do believe that if you're sitting here at 42 and you made a couple trade downs, and one of their, I would say that, one of their team needs is a safety, linebackers. They have a couple people that they need here. So, but I'm gonna go off the board here. You could use a safety, a center, a couple different people, but I'm gonna go with one of the best linebackers off the board here. Not just that's who's still here is Jacob Rodriguez, Texas Tech. Gonna have him come off the board here and fill in that Brian Flores defense and have him move right on. So we'll have him go in and we'll go right on to 42 with Jacob Rodriguez. 43, Malachi Lawrence, edge, UCF, going to Miami. The Jets are picking up Chris Brazell II, wide receiver out of Tennessee. Brendan Siss, the cornerback from South Carolina, at 45, and the Bucks are on the board.
Yeah, I'm gonna respectfully decline, but I appreciate the offer for Jacksonville. We're not doing in-state trades. Again, we had that gym fall to us in the first round, so we did not attack any needs. We just added to the running back room. Here, I'm going to go ahead and tack a need, and we're going to add an edge rusher. I'm going to take Zion Young, the edge from Missouri. We got to give Bowles some more toys to play with. We got to improve that pass rush. So go on and give me the young fella from Missouri.
There you go. Zion Young, edge from Missouri, going at 46. Gabe Jackus. From Illinois, going to the Colts at 47. Keith Abney II, the cornerback from Arizona State, going to the Falcons, and the Vikings are right back up. And since they are sitting here, the Jacksonville Jaguars are relentless at this point. They really see somebody, and they really want them very, very badly. I think that they really need some help here in the secondary. And since AJ Halsey is still here from LSU, I think this is a dire need that they really need in safety. So we're going to pick up the 6 foot, 222-pound man from Houston, Texas, and we're going to take AJ Halsey here.
Got to replace Harrison Smith, right?
Yeah, absolutely they do. So 49, that's going to be AJ Halsey. 50, Emmanuel Pregnon, the offensive guard from Oregon, going over there. Keontae Scott from the cornerback from Miami going to the Panthers at 51. And that puts Flint Given on the board with the Green Bay Packers. Flint.
Yeah, finally up. I could trade out and not pick today.
You really could.
Let me see the other offers.
That's all you got.
Yeah, let me see who's on the board. From their perspective, I really would like to attack corner, but let me see the corners on the board. I know some of you guys taking some that I like. I'm just thinking between Malik Muhammad, but I feel like it might be a little early for that. And then let me see the defensive tackles because there's two guys I kind of like. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm looking at Banks and Hunter. I'm just trying to think what they would want because they're two different types of defensive tackles. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And Let me just see Edge. I mean, I was looking at Zion Young. I probably would have taken him, but C-Dub took him.
Yep. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Not sorry.
He's not sorry.
He's not sorry.
Yeah, no. I'm coaching for my job over here, okay?
Yeah, since this is what I would do, let me take Caleb Banks.
All right. Go Caleb Banks
This
here.
is the DT with 1 foot, right?
I'm hoping he has 2.
All right. So we'll take the big man, Caleb Banks, 6'6", 330 pounds from Detroit, Michigan. Here we're gonna take him right off the board, and we'll bring him to Wisconsin. So Caleb Banks from Florida, 53 to Steelers are taking, and Florida. There you go, Lee Hunter, right after him, going Texas Tech defensive tackle, going at 53 to the Steelers. Anthony Hill Jr., the linebacker from Texas, going to the Eagles at 54. 55, the edge from Oklahoma are Mason Thomas and Jeremy Bernard, the wide receiver from Alabama, going to the Jaguars at 56. 57, Chicago, you're on the clock.
Ooh. Well, since we're not worried about next year's draft, although Commander's second round pick next year would be juicy, we're going to skip over the Commanders. All right, we're going to just stick and pick. All right, I just watched all 3 of my picks that were on the board literally fly off within the last 6 picks. Thanks, C-Dub, for that.
You're welcome.
I know it. I'll send you a nice Christmas gift. All right, we're going right back to defense. Like I said, we're building up this defense. So we're going to go on our board, and we're going to go with a guy that I have liked a whole lot in this pre-draft process. Really clean prospect, used to playing in that climate that we have there. So we're going to go to the University of Michigan, and we're going to select edge Derek Moore, 6'4", 255. I think that he has a better production being the number 2 defensive edge in the scheme that we're running in Chicago. Plays really good with his hands, and like I said, not afraid to play in that condition coming over from Ann Arbor. So would have loved Gabe Jacobs out of Illinois, basically in our backyard scouting him, but not a bad consolation prize getting Derek Moore.
All right. Derek Moore going to the Chicago Bears at 57 out of Michigan, edge out of Michigan. And
like
now you have the Minnesota Vikings up at 58, and you're still getting the same value from Washington, 71 and a third. I'm going to pass by it. And the Bengals at the same 72 and 10. Right here is a critical spot that they need. They really, really need help in this area, and it's a perfect spot. And they desperately need center help. They can't seem to find a guy that's actually healthy in that area. So we're going to go after Sam Heck, the Kansas City State guy in the second round here. So 6'4", 300 pounds. They need somebody to take over. The center is not looking very, very good over there, and you need somebody that knows how to call out the defenses from the offensive side. So we're gonna go Sam Heck out of Kansas State here because it's a desperate need. And then we'll go 59, traded up. Hold on a second. Genesis Smith, safety from Arizona. So I want to see what that is. So they gave up. Okay. Texans received that's what they wanted. Genesis Smith as safety. All right. And then you got the Bears are up. You're up again.
Yes, sir.
The
Bears. Oh, look at Denver Denver's trying to hop.
Okay, so let's think about Denver Broncos. Who are they so desperate to move up just 2 slots for? Well,
I have an idea.
Traded for what? Okay, talk to me, because they just traded for Jaden Waddle, so it can't be a wide receiver.
I'm gonna
who
go.
Are they trying to jump? It's somebody with the Rams that they're trying to jump. So I'm curious to see. It's 2 spots. All right, let's just see who's available. Let's just take a look at who's best player available.
Look at the
Yeah,
Patriots.
we're not trading. Yeah, we're not trading with the Patriots.
There you go.
I think that's a mandate. Okay, so Denver. Oh, it's got to be for the cornerback from Arizona. It's got to be for Traydon Stokes. Well, we don't need a corner. We've already addressed the secondary. So, tell you what, let's go ahead and take that trade for the Denver Broncos. It's out of conference. Yeah, let's go ahead and take it. We're moving down 2 slots. You can have it.
All right. For some reason, if I'm looking at LA and they're trying to hop LA, I think it's for an offensive weapon.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Oscar.
You think Antonio Williams?
No, I'm thinking Oscar Delp or Skylar Bell.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I think the Rams need a third wide receiver. So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
There are Antonio Williams. Okay, cool. There you go.
Okay, that would tell me that the Broncos just have no confidence in their wide receiving core outside of Cortland Sutton.
There you go. And so the Los Angeles Rams are on the board.
Yeah,
Mr. King.
Not sure that I really love this offer, to be honest. I like the third, cool, but whatever. Dang, they want to come back up again. But that's not good enough for me. So I will pass on that. I was looking at Sam Hecht. I don't remember the other center. Can you view that really quickly? I think there's another center in this kind of range.
Oh, you got
Slaughter,
a couple
maybe?
here you could take. Slaughter, yeah, and the Auburn kid, Connor Liu.
Can you pull up the centers?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I was thinking about Hecht for sure, because that's another issue on their offensive line. I think kind of thing here now. I mean, you're looking at your wide receivers. You've got you already have Puka. You've obviously got Devontae Williams, but your third wide receiver right now, you're looking at Kanata Mumfield. So I think that's a pretty big issue. You've got 3 tight ends that are serviceable at least. So you've got Parkinson, Higby, and Terrence Ferguson, who you obviously just spent a decent pick on last year. I don't think you go ahead and take another tight end here at Delp. That just doesn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking Skylar Bell here. I'm thinking you throw him, in the slot or wherever. I mean,
you got Ted Hurst on the board still too.
What was that?
You got Ted Hurst on the board still too.
I like him, but not this rich. A little early for him, I think. I think I will take Skylar Bell. We'll see what happens with Puka when he comes back from being an idiot / going to therapy. We'll see if he stops biting people, but I think I'll go ahead and throw Skylar Bell in here right now, and then that'll be my last pick.
There you go. 6 foot, 185 from my neck of the woods, Bronx, New York.
Poor guy.
All right. All right. So wide receiver from UConn, Skylar Bell goes to the Los Angeles Rams, and the Bears are back on at 62.
That is an automatic reject there. We are not in the business of helping the 49ers. All right, so let's go back to defense. All right, let's see. We've gotten the defensive edge. So let's see what's available on the defensive line. Let's take a look at that defensive tackle spot. Oh yeah, he's sitting right there. We're finna go ahead and pull him off the board. We're going to head to Ames, Iowa, and we're going to draft Big Citrus, Dominique Orange, 6'2", 220. He's going to be a run stuffer because you have to earn the right to rush the passer, and being able to stop the run, especially in the NFC North, very critical. So we're going to be playing Dominique Orange at that nose tackle technique. 4 years there at Iowa State. Got a good report from this former head coach and Matt Campbell. We like his point of attack, being able to really push the pocket from the inside. More of a run stopper, but if we can get anything from him as a pass rusher, that's just a bonus. But right now, we'll take Big Orange out of Iowa State to plug up that defensive line.
All right. Defensive
Big
tackle,
citrus,
Iowa
love it.
State. Going
It's a
to
great
the Windy
nickname.
City. It really
It
is.
is.
Yeah. So 63 to Patriots. You getting Jacoby Lane, wide receiver out of USC, and then you have Joshua Joseph, the edge out of Tennessee, going to the Seattle Seahawks. So, all right. So let's start off with the Kansas City Chiefs. The results here. What say you, Nico? Overall draft grade is a B plus. So they're giving you a C plus for Kenyon Sadiq, a B plus for TJ Parker, and Colton Hood is an A plus at your 40.
Sweet.
Fills up some really some good spots on your defense and your tight end there. So we'll move over to the Chicago Bears. You want to tell us a little bit about it? You got an overall draft grade of C, you know, what they're giving you, but just go through what you got here.
We don't listen to the haters.
Yeah, Kenneth. You made some trade downs and such, so you're pretty good.
Absolutely. Now, if I would have been able to trade up after I saw C-Dub take the other defensive end, I would have moved up and taken the Illinois pass rush. I think that would have bumped the grade up a little bit, especially with 2 second-round picks. But Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, absolutely ball hawking the safety. Think about what Nick Imawari meant for that Seattle defense last year. This kid is in that same mode. Big, almost, you hate to say it, but Cam Chancellor type enforcer coming down with that coverage ability. And then Derek Moore giving me that second pass rusher, and then had to get a run stopper there. And Orange was just absolutely the best available there on the board.
And you're able to squeeze out a 2027 Denver fourth. Not too bad. And you got a net value of plus 11 with some of the trades that you made with Denver. So good job on that, my friend. And we'll head right over to Wisconsin, where the Cheeseheads sit with a B. And Flint, run us through it, bud.
Well, they forgot I drafted Micah Parsons with my first pick, so
There you go.
got him. And then Caleb Wings, I think they need defensive tackle help. They obviously signed Hargrave, but he's a little bit older and it's a short-term deal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect him to be on the team for a long time. So, and they have Wyatt coming off injury. I think he'd be good to go to start of the year, but I just wanted to add to that room. And they all obviously have Carl Brooks as well. The downside in real life, if I knew more about the medical, obviously I know it's a risky pick from just the outside without knowing all the details with his foot. Because they don't have a first round pick. If he doesn't give them much as a draft pick, that's the risk. You'd have no first rounder, potentially nothing, no value from your second rounder. But I really like the player, and I think there's a lot of upside in getting him. And obviously, I would like to have a corner, but a lot of the corners went off the board. So that's just my logic.
Okay,
For sure.
with that, we move over to the West Coast, to Los Angeles. And Mr. King, run us through it, baby.
Well, I think it likes my picks. I mean, I think that's pretty safe to say. Maui Noah, I think, was probably the best player, second best player overall on the board at the time, behind Love. So I'd say, I mean, that was pretty good value. Obviously, we're value at 13, whatever. That's a little bit of a stupid argument, but obviously, you're going to get a good player, hopefully, at that point. And I think that addressed one of the biggest needs. You've got some tackle troubles. You had Alaric Jackson, and then I've got it pulled up. Give me 1 second. And then you've got Warren McClendon at right tackle. So I think that's a pretty good option to go ahead and plug and play Maui Noah in there at I'd assume left. Who knows if they want to move him? Whatever. I wouldn't. And then, like I kind of talked about with Skylar Bell, just the wide receiver depth problems. They've only got two actual go-to guys at wide receiver right now: Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. If Puka Nacua goes to rehab for the next 5 months and we don't see him, then hey, you're stuck with one guy, and it's Devontae Adams, who's old. Obviously, Puka will more than likely be back, but it still leaves a point that if you add Skylar Bell or another reliable receiver that can help these guys get more open, that's obviously going to be to your benefit, and that's going to help just an aging Matthew Stafford immensely. So I think that's kind of the way I wanted it to go. I was really tempted, I'll be honest, to take Traden Stukes, even though they don't need secondary, because of the player that he is.
Okay.
I really, really like him. And it's just one of those things that, like, more so in the NBA, you can go, okay, best player available, figure it out. Here, he'd be your fourth corner, and then you have to wait. So I think that's kind of what the reason I decided to do that. I'd say that he'd be behind Forbes if I went with him there. So
Fair enough. More than fair. But yeah, they end up giving you an A. I mean, I think it fits really good with what McVay wants. They made trades on the free agency offseason to upgrade their defense, and through the draft they're trying to upgrade their offense. So kind of back and forth here. So we'll go over to Minnesota Vikings. Traded down a little bit and taking Jacob Rodriguez with his 42, AJ Halsey with the safety. They needed help on defense over here. And so kind of lining up that center availability when people, leave and retire. So trying to set up for the future there. And then one of their biggest needs there was center. So they able to grab a center in that 58 and get a second round pick out of the other one. Thank you, Kenneth, for the, advice. So they're able to get plus 21, plus 17 on some trades. So not too bad. And, get a B out of it and move on to next year and see exactly what they can get out of what they got this year. So we'll go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where overall C+, but C-Dub, run us through it, baby.
Yeah, I mean, you had an excellent opportunity, despite the C- to get arguably the best player in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
He had so much juice to that running game. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. I mean, he's a great prospect coming out. So it's really hard to pass up on that type of talent.
Mm-hmm.
And the NFC South is up for grabs every single year. So might as well take some pressure off Baker in that offense and incorporate Love there. Mm-hmm. And then you got to attack the defense and add some edge rush help, right? So you have Zion Young in that second round with the 46th pick. Add some juice to that defense as well. And you got a shot to take the NFC South crown back this upcoming year. So
there you go.
Quick question here. Do we think the winner of the NFC South will have over 10 wins this season?
No shot.
That's an honest man right there. That's an honest man. Oh man. But yeah, not too bad. I think 2 rounds was not for nothing. I think 2 rounds was absolutely perfect. There you go. Playing a little roulette with you guys. But yeah, I think 2 rounds was good. Kept us right about an hour. Not too bad. The Wheel of Destiny. And, it's really hard to keep up with all the needs from everybody that each team, is providing. But I think everybody did a pretty good job. We can move it to probably 3 rounds, maybe next week. And if you guys are available at that point too, we can do that. And we'll make the introductions will be even quicker. We'll get right to the Wheel of Destiny. So, you know how that all goes. But I want to thank all of you gentlemen. Dirty, C-Dub, and Nico, we thank you for joining the show. Collin, Kenneth, Flint, and where can people find you guys again? We'll start with you, Flint.
Yeah, Flint Given, pretty much my handle on pretty much any social media platform. So that's where you can find me.
All righty. Kenneth?
Crunch Time VIP on Twitter, website crunchtimesportsadvantage.com.
All right. And Collin King?
Film Don't Lie podcast on YouTube and X, and X, and then on Instagram and Twitter, you can find me at Film Don't Lie Pod. So yeah, thank you guys again.
Of course. And if you guys have not yet, I will send you guys to norstashhall.com. This mock draft was brought to you by, if you guys want some of your most favorite hot sauce that you've never had yet, I would go to norstashhall.com and some mead. So this is a West Virginia based product where they burn couches before football games, which is pretty awesome. But if you haven't, also make sure that you guys smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also follow us at Top Dog Coverage on every single platform you could possibly imagine. Follow us at Top Dog Coverage on YouTube, X for the cool kids, we call it Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and stay connected with us at Apple, Spotify. Swipe up, hit the 5 stars, leave a comment, and also topdogcoverage.com. Make sure that you guys vote for your favorite team on topdogcoverage.com. That way we get your analytics. On top of, if you guys have birthdays or you guys just want to talk junk about your favorite rival team, email us at topdogcoverage@gmail.com. But that does it for all of us. Gentlemen, it was an absolute pleasure, and we shall see you guys on the flip side. Later, guys. Peace.
Thank you.